stallion, mare, or gelding, any age, and they must have qualified by showing in any previous class of this division. First, second, third, fourth prize winners. I kind of like this class, Elizabeth.
It's a beautiful class.
I think I could handle that a little bit better than sitting on the saddle. Fine harness horse shown at 2 gates. The walk and the trot, both ways of the ring. You'll see it.
Our defending world fine harness grand champion is Ronald Reagan. In our previous class, we saw Gift of Love successfully defend her title. Our question now is, can Ronald Reagan do the same in this event?
Well, we're still getting them coming in now.
And listen to the crowd applause the entrance of Night Prowler. Following his winning performance in the Stallion and Gelding division, Night Prowler was hailed as one of the all-time great fine harness horses. Many veteran horsemen said they had never seen one greater. John Champagne is driving the entry of Alpha Sun Stables of Bruton, Alabama. That looks like perfection, Art.
We have them all in. Let's check some more out there in the ring now and see who. We've got a pretty good class out here, Elizabeth.
Yes, indeed. Alpha Sun Stables also has another entry in the ring, Broadland's Patrician Lady. This well-known mare won the mare division here earlier in the week. She began her career here at Kentucky State Fair in 1966 by winning the yearling division of maturity for her breeder, Garland Bradshaw of Danville, Kentucky. To the left of our screen, we now see Broadland's Patrician Lady, driven by Donna Moore. And coming up on the inside was Night Prowler and John Champagne. There's Broadland's Patrician Lady again. Our spectators will remember that Patrician Lady also won the 2-year-old, 3-year-old, junior, and fine harness mare stakes here at Kentucky State Fair for her owner, the late Jolie Richardson of Atlanta, Georgia. The year 1973 marked Patrician Lady's victory in the amateur 3-gated championship for Jackie Lee Baling. This is our defending world champion, Ronald Reagan. This year he is handled by Red Crabtree, who trains at Crabtree Farms Incorporated of Simpsonville, Kentucky. Red has had a most successful week here at the Kentucky State Fair, winning the Stallion division of the 5-gated championship on Will Shriver and directing such renowned champions here as Glenview Mandala and Summer Melody, Cara's Time, and a reserve world champion, Popular Time. This is Courageous Callooh, owned by Oak Hill Farm of Harrisburg, Kentucky, and driven by Tom Moore. Courageous Callooh, reserve in the Stallion and Gelding division earlier this week, was fine harness champion at Lexington and Devon, as well as the Midwest Horse Show at Springfield, Illinois. He's a Love, driven by Milton Toby, is the entry of Mrs. Colburn Stanfield of Campbellsville, Kentucky. While we're having a timeout, it gives us an excellent opportunity to pick up all of the horses in this ring.
A fine harness horse should be exactly as the name implies, beautiful, fine, showing exceptional brilliance and personality in the show ring. That's what they're doing out there. When the tempo picks up.
This is First Look. Charles Crabtree is driving the entry of Sixpence Farm of Shelbyville, Kentucky. Several years ago, First Look won the fine harness stallion and gelding stakes here, the same year the Broadlands Patrician Lady won the mare stakes. That year, both horses were owned by Jolie Richardson.
Hey, Foxtrot, please, back to the Foxtrot. You're at the Foxtrot.
This is Broadlands Patrician Lady and Donna Moore.
Reverse, walk, and reverse, and continue to walk. Walk off.
Last year, in 1974, Broadlands Patrician Lady was reserved World Three-Gated Grand Champion under Mrs. Moore. Now back in the fine harness division, this year she has won the Open Class and Championship at Rock Creek Horse Show. Looks like 10 out here in performing art. This is Night Prowler and John's Champagne. This evening, Night Prowler will seek to become the fourth 4-year-old in history to win the World Fine Harness Grand Championship. Others who have accomplished this remarkable feat are Bourbon Genius in 1937, Vanity in 1939, and Kate Shriver in 1949. Night Prowler won the yearling and 2-year-old divisions of the Kentucky Futurity, as well as the Fine Harness division of the National 3-year-old Futurity and the 3-year-old Fine Harness Stakes here at the Kentucky State Fair Horse Show. He has already written history, and perhaps tonight he will add another page to his remarkable record.
That walk that they do, that's an animated walk, isn't it, Elizabeth?
Yes, it is. And now they're stepping out at a trot. This is Courageous Toulouse and Tom Moore. This horse was a splendid second to Night Prowler in the qualifying class. He too is a stallion, and one with plenty of ambition, animation, and motion.
Do you expect the second workout in this particular class?
I think our crowd would like it. In fact, I was disappointed earlier in the week in the Stallion and Gelding division that they didn't ask him to go again. I believe this would have to be written up as the most competitive and best fine harness championship in the history of our illustrious show. And here's our defending world champion, Ronald Reagan, driven by Red Crabtree.
Well, they line him up for confirmation. And we expect a second workout. We'll just have to wait and see. Well, what do you think, Elizabeth?
Well, our judges are marking their cards. I don't believe there'll be a second workout.
What does that mean?
No second workout, and I am disappointed. I'd like to have seen these fine horses go the second time.
Well, it's a great class and good competition, so maybe they could determine. Maybe the lines are drawn. I guess it's pretty tough on any judge out there, though. And how do the judges work now, Elizabeth? The one stands back and doesn't participate.
One is a referee. They all three mark their cards independently and hand them to the ringmaster without any consultation whatsoever. They are taken to the center of the ring where the cards are tabulated. If the call judge and the second judge disagree on their placing, the referee's card is then referred to. Whichever horse the referee has higher on his card receives that particular award. It's interesting to look at the cards. Some classes were tied right down the lines, all three judges. In other classes, all three judges will have a different horse marked first.
Well, it looks like we're going to get some results here. Got any bets right now?
No, indeed, Art.
I'll tell you, the crowd will scream if Ronald Reagan was there.
There have been 10 horses in competition in this particular ring tonight, and a number of them quite worthy to carry the silverware from the arena this evening.
Well, say something.
We're waiting to get the number from our announcer.
Oh, big pause, but no number.
Night Prowler, just a 4-year-old, becomes our fine harness grand champion. And there has never been a horse more thrilling to pull a fine harness vehicle than this glistening black stallion. John Champagne drives him up to receive his award. Turning him around and coming up to receive the silverware, flowers, and tricolor ribbon. Our second horse was Courageous Calloo, owned by Oak Hill Farm of Harrodsburg, Kentucky, and driven by Tom Moore. Broadland's Patrician Lady, another entry from Alpha Sun Stable, placed third. Donna Moore was at the line. Ronald Reagan, owned by Bruce Gamage of Nicholasville, Kentucky, and driven by Red Crabtree, finished fourth. This is the 5th place horse, Melody's Winged Sensation. Bill Walsh is driving the entry at Townsend Industries Incorporated of Altoona, Iowa. The 6th award goes to another former world champion, Virginia Wolf, the entry at P&M Stables. John Nix made the drive this evening. First Look, driven by Charles Crabtree, was 7th for Sixpence Farm of Shelbyville, Kentucky, and the 8th and final award went to Proud Chief. Press order at the lines for Mr. and Mrs. Alan Blessman of Mason City, Illinois.
Was that a surprise to you?
No, if I was to pick one winner this evening, it would have been Night Prowler.
She seems to be performing all well this season.
Yes, he's a magnificent stallion. Sired by Status Symbol and out of Empire's Lady Genius, he was bred by Mr. B.S. Bridges of Goldsboro, North Carolina. I know he shares in Mr. and Mrs. Lyman Phillips' joy at this grand fine harness champion.
Oh, what a great stallion. Look at that. He's really putting on a performance now going out of this ring. And that's our Fine Harness Grand Championship. The winner, Night Prowler, and the 1976 Kentucky State.